The animal's definitely in distress.
What made Tilikum snap?
If you were in a bathtub for 25 years, don't you think you'd get a little psychotic?
They still don't give back to these animals that are making all this profit for them.
The film is raising some serious questions.
If I don't fight for these animals from the inside, who is going to fight for these animals?
What makes 6-ton whales in captivity kill?
Hey, little Rico. Tonight, we're talking about allegations of cruelty to killer whales. An extraordinary new film. Blackfish has Americans coast to coast wondering if keeping whales in theme parks amounts to torture. The movie argues years of captivity makes these animals aggressive and even deadly because they're locked up in what for them is the size of a closet. Critics charge the whales basically go crazy. Killer whales are used to roaming huge distances, and they're known to be highly social marine animals, highly intelligent. This whole question exploded on the world stage when Seaworld trainer Dawn Branchow was pulled underwater by an orca whale named Tilikum and killed at Seaworld in Orlando. This chilling new film called Blackfish claims trainers are in danger and the whales suffer in captivity. They argue the capture of whales for theme parks is cruel and their lives inside the parks miserable, claiming babies have been ripped from their moms, causing anguish for the animals. Listen to this from a former Seaworld trainer.
The screaming and crying that she did by herself in the pool that night, I cried on my way home.
Straight out to my very special guest, Blackfish director Gabriella Capperthwaite. Gabriella, you spent 2 years working on this movie, which is in theaters right now and has Americans taking a new look at whales at SeaWorld and other theme parks. What's the bottom line message of your movie?
You know, I think SeaWorld controlled the message for 40 years. They've been around for 40 years, and they really are the message about killer whales. We all believed in the Happy Shamu iconic image. And, you know, our film looks at the stuff that SeaWorld doesn't want you to know. So for 80 minutes, we're showing you the things they've fought very hard to keep under wraps. And I think it's important that we all know the truth.
The movie Blackfish, your movie, says, well, we talked to disenchanted and disillusioned former trainers who say, guess what? The critics are right. Whales do not belong in captivity. Watch this.
Captivity definitely, without a doubt, increases the stress level of these animals, and stress leads to frustration. Frustration leads to aggression.
SeaWorld responded in this statement, quote, this film is inaccurate and misleading. The film fails to mention SeaWorld's commitment to the safety of its team members and guests and to the care and welfare of its animals. Gabriella, what's your reaction to SeaWorld's statement?
You know, I fought very hard to have them be interviewed for the film. I wanted them to have a voice in the film. They declined after about 6 months. So it's only natural that they come out right now. Again, I'm fighting very hard to, you know, show and expose the information they've tried very hard to keep under wraps. But the facts in the film are indisputable. The facts are themselves indisputable. People can go research this and look it up on the internet. There's really nothing there in terms of what their retorts are. We debunk everything they bring forth. We debunk it all in the film. And, you know, I only expect, I guess, that they have to have a reaction.
Well, let me say this. We only have a couple of seconds. What should people do? Sure.
You know, we have to stop going through those turnstiles until we are able to encourage SeaWorld to evolve. We need to evolve past animals for entertainment. We need to get into sanctuaries, to sea pens, to rehab and release. I think these are models that could make a profit for a place like SeaWorld. But if we keep going through those turnstiles, they have no incentive to change.
Well, I want to say the movie Blackfish is in theaters, and you can also check it out by going to magpictures.com/Blackfish. Congratulations on your film. Remember, Rico, we have to speak for the animals because they can't speak for themselves.